Hey guys, Christine here, and I hope this message finds you doing well. If you're seeing this message, it's either because the title brought you here or that it is the Monday reading for November 15th. So today is the day I do my drawing for my free reading giveaway. I'll do it on my TikTok live tonight at 8 p.m. So make sure to catch me there if you have put your email address in for a drawing. If you haven't yet and you're just seeing this video, make sure to click the link in the description box below, and you can sign up for a chance to win that free hour session. Also, if you are interested in personal readings, you could schedule them on my website, and you can do that there. So today I'm going to do a Celtic cross spread, right? And we are going to check out the energy for today and what you may be experiencing. If this resonates with you, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. If it doesn't, don't worry. Take some things as they will. It just might not be the reading for you, and maybe we'll connect on another day. So what I'm going to do first is I am going to lay this spread out, and then I am going to interpret the reading, and then, okay. And then I am going to, I'm not going to take any reversals, because if it's reversed, it's because I'm reversing them, not because it's the message that Spirit wants to give. And then I'll also pull a couple oracle cards and a couple yes or no questions. And then I want to get a couple cards for clarification ready. So, and then all right. So the oracle card I got is, when I introduce joy into a situation, I change the vibrational frequency of what's happening around me. So what this tells me is that you have the ability to control the experience that you are currently going through. Remember that joy is one of the highest vibrations that people can be in. And you have the ability to create it, right? What the universe does, right? If you want love, the universe is going to present you with an opportunity to create love, right? If you want to be strong, the universe is going to put you in places where you have to display strength, right? So when you want to experience joy, right, the universe is going to lead you to an opportunity for you to be the joy that comes into situations, right? And that's how you get to be the gift for others. Because what you don't realize, and maybe you realize, or I kind of feel like you don't, is that you have the ability to, through you being in a joyful spot, you being in happiness, you have the ability to allow others to experience that vibrational frequency. And that is why you may find yourself in places that you might think, oh, why am I going through these difficult spots when I feel on the inside I'm doing well? Well, it's because the universe is saying, hey, we want other people to feel what you're feeling. So allow yourself to be the joy that comes into situations, okay? So what I see here is you're really in a place of coming into your calling, going through a spiritual awakening, and this has kind of thrown you out of balance, right? You've had a hard time kind of juggling the spiritual side and responsibility, and maybe even relationships, right? But this is common, because when you are in a place of like getting to really know who you are on the spiritual level, like you'll find that a lot of times it throws you a little out of balance, because your relationships don't resonate the same, right? So you kind of might feel like you are juggling like who you are and who people expect you to be. Well, the answer is you just really need to be who you are. That the people, what people expect from you is not theirs to give. Like, it's up to you to be you. And when you allow yourself to kind of go with the flow, just allow yourself to be free. Stop trying to juggle people's expectations and what you feel about yourself. Just be yourself, and you'll see that people will be drawn to that, and you won't have to do such that juggling back and forth, right? That place of indecision, like, well, I think this is who I'm supposed to be, but I'm not very sure, because maybe you're not getting the reaction from people that you want. But it's not about the reaction from people. It's about you going with the flow and just allowing yourself to experience the inflow, the differences in energies, right? So what I see here in the crown of the matter is that you have the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is like romance, right? Someone that is, you might be manifesting a romantic relationship or a soulmate relationship, or but this is someone that is refined. This is someone that's very introspective. This is someone that can be very over emotional sometimes too, and sometimes a little introverted, right? So but I do feel like this is what you think about a lot, right? I feel like you wear your heart on your sleeve, and because you wear your heart on your sleeve, sometimes you can get lost in the fantasy that other people will be the same as you. But what is at the underlying issue is you're being asked to really let go and see things from a new perspective, to really pause and kind of to surrender to letting things happen as they will, not trying to force them. Because if you are bringing in a new relationship, the Knight of Cups is someone that moves slow. He's someone that moves slow, right? So you don't want to rush it. If in the past you really rushed relationships, this is telling me, hey, it's a new way of doing things. It's like enlightenment, like allowing yourself to see things differently and even maybe do relationships differently, right? And I think this is what your awakening was kind of here to help you do, is really learn how to kind of not try to control how everything happens, go with the flow, and really open your eyes to what you want when it comes to relationships. So what I see here in the future influences is you have the Empress, right? The Empress is someone that is very creative. It is someone that is beautiful, full of abundance. It's the feminine energy, right? It's someone that really kind of goes with the flow. Remember, feminine energy can be male or female, but this is also about someone that can be very nurturing. But this is someone that is, creating her own abundance, his or her own abundance. It could be also a mothering figure, someone that you really lean on. But I do feel like the future influence is you, right? You becoming that confident, independent, abundant, nurturing person, and really allowing that to start to come through and really tapping into that energy. Because what I see here in the past influences is you got the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords in the past influences tell me a time of healing, a time of rest, a time of rejuvenating your energy, right? So if you feel like over the past 4 weeks, I'm gonna say 4 weeks because swords are weeks, in the past 4 weeks or so, that you have been kind of like in a lower or resting phase, or a phase like you feel like you haven't really want to do much, or you feel like you've really taken a pause, this is telling me you're getting ready to come out of that energy, and then come into that feminine energy, that creative energy. Because what I do see what's coming here is I do see that you are really starting to align your head and your heart, right? And in the past, like, you might not feel like that was happening. This is also like feeling like you are trying to manifest in that soulmate connection. But it's almost like when even though you got the Two of Cups, which is like a good, healthy, true attraction, a connection, what I see here is that you really fear that there are some secrets that are happening, some things that, you don't want the, like, or you're afraid are going to come to the surface. And I also can see like maybe like you're running away from, like, even as much as you're trying to manifest a connection, you're running away from a connection at the same time instead of running to it. Because what I see here is that like you're running away from a solid connection, right? But like it's also because you have like this fear of I almost feel like you're have a way of being blunt and unfeeling, or you're dealing with someone that's that way, but you have dealt with someone that's that way in the past, and you're worried that you're just going to repeat it. But and you're worried that you're just making some impulsive decisions. But what I'm seeing here is I'm really seeing that, you know, I really feel like you actually have a multitude of different people. I almost feel like you're going to have choices, right? Like you're leaving a connection, right? And it's really caused you some pain. And it could have even been cheating in the past. But what I see is I do see you got 3 knights. So I feel like maybe you have 3 different options that you're looking for. One is very romantic, one is very impulsive and passionate, and one is very logical. The problem you have is by having created so many choices, like you really have to take a step back and just make a decision about what you're going to want, because your choice is going to dictate where your path goes, right? And there's kind of no running away from it at this point. Like you're going to have to make a decision. And if you are dealing with multiple people, someone's going to get hurt. Someone's going to get hurt. And you can't, there's no running away from that. There's no running away from that. And I feel like that maybe is your struggle. I feel like right now you really need to ask yourself what it is that you're really trying to focus on. Everyone you got coming in is in knight status right now, in knight status. So it's almost like beginning, like the beginning. You have opportunities to begin something with a couple different people, but who are you going to choose and who's going to be right for you? The question you need to ask yourself is, you need to pay attention to the one that makes you feel the most emotionally stable, right? The one that makes you feel emotionally stable, the one that doesn't make you question your worth, the one that doesn't make you feel bad about yourself. You need to choose wisely because you want it to be something long-term, I see. Wow. Yeah, so what I got here, look at this. We got the Magician, the 7 of Swords again, and the Page of Pentacles. So I feel like what this is saying is you have the tools to be able to move forward in whatever direction you want to go, right? But I almost feel like you're being asked like to maybe go at it alone for a little bit until you figure out and allow yourself to have some growth and really figure out what you want to do. Because I do feel like the Page of Pentacles is like being trustworthy, trusting, right? You really want something that's trusting. You're really trying to manifest something that is not manipulative, that is not sneaky, that is not full of lies and deceits. You're really, I feel like you're trying to manifest something that's very healthy. So you really got to ask yourself, maybe it's time to go, like, not choose anyone at the moment and really just focus on yourself and really, you know, be very practical in the now, right? Be very practical in the now. I do feel very confused when I, like, all over the place. Like, it's like 1 minute you want something, the next minute you're not so sure. And I think it's just because you're in that, you're coming out, getting ready to come out of the healing stage and you're just not there yet. Through the confusion does eventually come clarity. So don't rush any decision. When you make your decision, you got to be confident in the decision that you're going to make. I do feel like you need to leave some things behind and kind of walk your own path for just a little bit, and that might make you feel a little uneasy, but it's like the universe is showing you there are options. There is options, right? And there's going to be options, but you have to really make the choice and use the tools that you have, really leaving behind things that aren't for your highest good, and start walking towards things that are true and trustworthy and reliable. And this even could be about learning something new, or like something is going to come to the surface that's really going to help you with any decision that you were going to make. And that would make a lot of sense right now, especially with the full moon coming up. I feel the full moon coming up is really going to help lighten a lot of things when it comes to relationships. Forgiveness. So the card that I got here is forgiveness. So when we see the card forgiveness, remember, forgiveness is not for the person that you are forgiving. A lot of times it's about forgiving ourselves for things that we have done in situations, and we can really hold ourselves back when it comes to allowing ourselves to have some forward movement. But remember, forgiveness is like a miracle worker. When you release any past, like, there is a weight lifted off your shoulders, and know that you can let go of any sadness or pain that you caused or others have caused, or that has been created in any situation. And it is what actually sets you free. That you can also refer this, like when you see this card, like I said in the beginning, like this could be about self-forgiveness, really forgiving yourself for things that you have done, or like choices that you have deemed bad. Remember, there's no really choice that has been bad. All choices come with just different lessons. So it's just when I see this is about really just like letting go and allowing yourself to be free of any mistake, anything that you think of as a mistake, that you can give yourself credit for just trying your best. Like, you did try your best. And maybe the results are just not what you wanted or what was expected, but you need to focus on the changes that you've made since that time, because you're not the person you were in this old situation before this healing period. You're not the same. In the past, if you were the one that was sneaky and lying and trying to get away with things, I feel like now that's not who you are at all. Like, you went through a total rebirth, and you really need to see yourself in a different light. And as you see yourself in a different light, things are really going to start making a lot of sense to you, and you're really going to see new perspectives coming your way. So remember that you are the joy that excuse me. You are the joy that comes in the situations, that you have the ability to change the frequency, that your light, when you allow it to shine, really lights up others and allows others to experience things through you. So, be that light, be that joy. Remember that this is a time of growth for you. I feel like this is like maturing and growing. If you're worried about a relationship, I see a bunch of different options. Now, they're not in king status yet, right? Or queen status yet, but they're on their way there. I feel like they're going through their own thing too. But what I do see is, like, if you've left something in the past and you really started to, maybe you're not ready for a relationship yet, and that's why one is not coming in, or one's not here yet, right? Here yet. I'm not saying it's not coming in, because you got coming in. But it's not here yet. And it's just because you're getting ready to come out of this time of healing and rejuvenating your energy. The key to really bringing in these relationships is you have to forgive yourself for anything that has happened in old relationships where you may think that you have done something wrong, and you have to forgive other people that may have done things to you in your relationship that you may think that was done to you, or, you know, not good and right in the situation. Because the people coming in, if they are new people, they are not, you know, they have not made the same mistakes as others necessarily. So you can't hold them accountable for how things happened in the past. And you have to allow yourself to be able to move forward from anywhere where you thought that you might have done something wrong. Because what you will do is you will keep yourself from having anything new, healthy, and stable. So what I'm seeing here is really stop worrying so much about if or when a relationship is going to come in. Really focus on believing that you're not who you used to be through a past relationship, or you're not going to experience the same thing over and over again, because now you have the wisdom and tools to be able to you have the wisdoms and tools to be able to go at it alone. You just, you know, I feel like you just are going through that time of maturing and really growing, learning something new for yourself, and really being very practical when you're making your decisions. So I hope this reading finds you well. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe below. If it does resonate with you, I'd love to connect, and I will talk to you soon.